Okay, it's late here. Well, it's 10 o'clock. 10:30. And I'm about to go to bed. But I I can't believe I'm doing this. I saw a video from APS or whatever his name is, no disrespect meant. And you made a video, my dude, and I love your content, by the way. So this is no shots being fired at you, but I disagree. In the video you made about the side deck, like I think it was like 2 days ago. By the time this is uploaded, it will probably be 3 days ago. Whatever. You know the video I'm referring to. You uploaded a video about how we need to get rid of the side deck. Oh, that's an idea going around. I don't think you specifically endorsed the idea, but a lot of what you said was based on Master Duels. But the thing that you're not considering is Master Duels isn't a best of 2 or best of 3, it's a best of 1. And that matters. Because the there's no reason to need a side deck when there's a best of 1 match. It's not even a match, just a best of 1. Master Duels is made to be a very, very quick matches, to be a couple minutes long, no thinking required, blah blah blah. That's what Master Duels is. So you don't need a side deck for that. But if you're gonna start in the decks in Master Duels, there's a lot less meta decks in Master Duels. Usually like 1 or 2. So main decking hate for 1 or 2 decks is a lot easier than in the format where you have like 4 best decks. And one of the reasons you have that, I guess, is because of a side deck. But anyway. So, I mean, yeah, it's... Games are supposed to be a lot faster on Master Duels, which is why they're singles. And there's only a handful of decks, meta decks, at any given time. You'll see like a couple of rogue decks, but usually there's only a few decks that are actually relevant at any given time. So, I mean, the side deck isn't needed. But in the best of 3 match, you do need a side deck. And I would argue that the side deck needs to be increased to 20. Not to 0, to 20. The reason being is because 1, there's a lot more meta decks now. And 2, the game has become a lot more complicated, which you kind of said in your video, sort of. The game is different. And, like, so, the game is different, so you need more ways to out stuff. Hell, I think the extra deck should be 20 cards, too. I know people talk about fucking making, something from the extra deck limited to like 5 a turn or whatever. I disagree. I think honestly the extra deck should be increased too, just because of how many extra mechanics we have. And I know as soon as I say that, someone does that and like they're gonna add like 20 link monsters and ignore the rest of the mechanics, which is the reason for the 20 card extra deck. When we originally had an extra deck, it was fusions and synchros. Well, technically, when we had a fusion deck, it was just fusions, but so when we just had fusion monsters, it was fine to be unlimited. Fusions weren't overpowering at the time at all, and you didn't. So you, other than like relinquish and a handful of other cards that were really hard to make. So I mean, it was fine, and then you had Single come along, and the extra deck had to increase to 15. Or limited to 15, I should say. That was back in 2008. It has been almost 20 years. It's been like 18 years since that's happened. And we have gotten so many new extra deck mechanics now. So we do need an increase for that. But that's besides the point in this video. The point is that the side deck is needed. And because of how complicated the game has become, increasing the amount in the side deck would be a really, really, really good idea. Just the game has become way crazier. It isn't like Edison format where like the worst thing you had to deal with Black Wings or whatever, which was a good deck, but it's a lot easier to side deck against 2010 Black Wings than it is to side deck against whatever the fuck. I don't know what the meta is right now. I think Draco Tower is still meta for now, maybe. I haven't kept up in a couple weeks because I've been busy. And y'all know how the game of Yu-Gi-Oh is. But yeah, last time I checked it was Draco Tower. And like Draco Tower and Black Wings in 2010, not the same thing. You made a video about combining the list. I wish, because then we would have to have you Storm back at 1, as well as Feather Duster at 1. I would love that. But that's a story for a different time. But yeah, you're wrong. Sorry, my dude, but you're wrong. We need a bigger extra deck, not smaller.